What's going on, guys? Another Vengeancer video here. Post-patch. Maintenance was earlier today as of recording. And we're coming off that huge video where we got Pan Dim Tree. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. Pretty good. But today I noticed something in the patch notes that interested me. And it is to do with farming. So we're gonna find. It said in the patch notes to go find Liana, which I've already searched for. It's right here, and do this quest that she has. It's under quests right here. Farming. Know anything about farming? So we're gonna go through this quest. They said that Martina Finto over at Finto Farm could teach you a thing or two. Why not seek her out? Special gift will help you with loads of farming. Okay, cool. So we gotta go to the Finto Farm. If my horse will quit being dumb. Not too far. It's over by Velia. The idea behind this is if it works, it will potentially save you up to 100 contribution points. Judging by the language in the patch notes, I believe that it will. For farming, that is a huge buff, even though it's roundabout and kind of not really presented in a way that is a buff. What I'm talking about is they added this quest, and if you go through the quest line and do the whole thing, they give you a fence. In the patch notes, it said that the fence is equivalent to a strong fence, and they've also added quests to exchange it and get an Old Moon fence, which is from the Old Moon Guild, which is the equivalent of the Master 1 or higher Old Moon Guild fences that were already in the game. And the patch notes also note that they can stack up to 10 times, just like a strong fence, so you can have 10 farms, just like always with any other farm. And it says you can do this on a character that's level 20 or higher. If this works like I think it is, and the way the language suggests, that means you can do this quest on 10 characters and have 10 fences and have maxed out farming potential for free. 0 contribution. So we're going to try this. I'm going to go through it on my main character, and then we'll jump on an alt and try it there. Blah blah blah. Learn about farming. Follow me. Okay. Straightforward.
He's the best cook in Velia.
What does she want us to do? We need quest.
So you can link the node anytime.
Farming. Okay. I guess this is it. Hold on. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Quest. Farming. Oh, I want you to dig up some potatoes. Or plenty. You can even dig. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to have enough contribution to be able to do that. I might have to. I think I'm gonna have to rent a small fence to be able to complete this quest. I may have to get rid of. So the idea that she wants us to do is come through here and farm potato. So you gotta gather 3 potatoes. Well, you can do it barehanded. It just might take a minute. Just run up and down these rows till you find one that's gatherable. There we go. I'm gonna leave my horse there and just run back and forth for now.
Have you met my husband?
Cool.
He's the best cook in Velia.
How to gather even more, why you can blah blah blah. There's a reason you can't plow them. Okay. Need a fence. As luck would have it. Seed potatoes, fertilizer, farming XP. Okay, so what do we gotta do? Yeah, I gotta rent a small fence. Okay. Let me find something to get rid of real quick. How many contribution? That's only 2. How many do I have? 0. Alright. So what this is going to do, I'm going to refund something in Heidel because I can... 1.5, that's legend, that ain't going to work. Storage isn't going to work. 4.2. That's 1 contribution, that's not going to work. That's 2 contribution. Why is everything only 2? 5, I can't get rid of that. You know what I'm going to do? Let me switch over to the node network view. This is going to waste some of my silver, but I can do it. I'm not using it right now. Alright, so it's 1.4. I gotta rebuy that whenever we're done. I have that set up because I'm trying to work on ship parts, but I don't need it currently. Alright, so we're gonna rent a small fence. Confirm. Got the small fence.
Have you met my husband? He's the best cook in Velia.
Okay, now we talk to her.
It's
No.
connected with Velia, so you can link the node anytime. Invest
Okay.
in production node.
So now what do we gotta do?
If you need cotton. Do you need
Quest.
potatoes for cooking?
I don't want to farm since. Start farming. Go place your fence in the field nearby and plant what you do. Okay, so all we gotta do is
Have
go
you met my
plant
husband? He's the
fence.
best cook in Velia.
It gives us a little spot to do. So we'll just drop the fence right here. To do that, you just right click on it. Right click on it and then left click to place it in the blue area and then space to confirm. There's that. This. Put on the seed potatoes. Cool. Cool. Now we just gotta right click this. It should be easy enough. Go back to her.
It's
Turn it
connected with
in.
Velia, so you can link the node anytime.
Okay,
Invest in
cool.
production node and send
Factors
workers
the
if
end
you
to
need
crop.
cotton.
Once you need to wait till they're ready to harvest. However, you mustn't let your guard down. Your crops will find themselves overrun, but you will need to manage. That's a miss. Their spelling isn't too great. I guess farming doesn't require a decent amount of effort, huh? Still nothing compares to seeing how well your crops grow thanks to your hard work. Okay, so we just gotta go prune stuff, I suppose, and we gotta wait and get. So we gotta get a twig and a caterpillar. What I'm gonna do for this, I'm gonna click on this and just sit here. This may take a little bit for it to do its thing, where it has to. Basically, you gotta wait for the crops to be in bad shape. Usually that doesn't take very long, but we'll see. And then there will be more options underneath these. I've never used fertilizer on the crops that I plant because I'm not really worried about the yield. Like, I don't need it to speed up. This thing teaches you all about farming, but I do it a little bit different way because I'm only in it for the farming byproducts, and it's basically an AFK activity for me. Once my crops are fully grown at 200%, I breed them, get the byproducts, replant them, and then leave them until they're 200% again, and have my workers prune and kill the pest off of them. That way I don't have to worry about doing it. It doesn't take up my energy or my time. And watch, we'll sit here and this thing just won't, they won't go. These things will actually turn red and green whenever you need to do them. My workers are managing these. These need to be harvested, but I waited because what I want to do is I want to do this quest and see if I can replace one of those fences and get my contribution back. So this is going to be kind of boring until we get to the point of harvesting or pruning or killing pests, but I don't have time to edit it out, so I'm just going to ramble until then. Usually it only takes a few minutes, which being that I'm recording, it does not surprise me one bit that it's taking longer. However, Finto Farm is over here, up next to Velia, right here. My map looks funny because I have it turned off. So that is where that is, and that's where you, I did make a small farming guide, but if you want to rent a fence, I would recommend the strong fence. I just type in the fence into the search, and it'll show you. You can get small fences, which is what we have for this quest. You can get plain fence. Old Moon fences you can get, but you have to have Master 1 or higher farming. And you can see on the description hovering over it. But what I usually get is strong fences, because my farming is not Master 1 yet. It's very close, but it's not quite there. Alright. I'm getting tired of waiting. Give me a pest or prune. So it seems like this is going to be the bottleneck on this quest. And you don't get the reward until you go through the whole thing. But let's look at this. Complete this quest line, yeah, but where's the actual quest line at, though? That's not it. That's not it. It doesn't show up on here either. I wanted to look at the full quest line. I guess it's one of those that it just doesn't show up. Now, if you're not seeing this quest, you want to make sure that you have all of these turned on. If all of these aren't lit up, you just click all down here, because you have to have this quest type turned on, which is going to be the life skill, or I think it's the life skill, or maybe other. Nothing. Well, that's painful. I refuse to give up. I'm going to let it sit here until we go. These should pop. I could probably fire my workers off of these and plant some, and they'd probably go pretty quick. So let's do this, since I'm tired of waiting on this. We'll go and we'll look where I put my actual farms. Like I said, I went over all of this in the farming video, but here's where I actually put the farms. And then for the purpose of this, I just kind of put it right by the quest objective where it said to. just what I can do is run over there real quick. As soon as I get part of the way over there, I guarantee you this thing's gonna pop up and have. I want to show this so that it's more thorough, but I may end up having to end this off if it runs too long. The pests and the pruning have been camera shy, apparently. I always like riding through these tight areas with the cherry blossoms. I don't know why they don't add those. Just like a grove of them somewhere in the game. They only put them in during the springtime. I mean, which is cool. It's a seasonal thing, but then those are my favorite trees. I just wish they had a location where I could just go there, you know. Still nothing. So again, on these you can have up to 10 farms total. I think this makes 9 or 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's 10. So what I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna go and remove one of my fences, and actually I'm gonna remove 2 because I have this shabby one here, and I would use it for planting carrots. But if this quest works the way that I think it's going to, I'm going to be able to do it on several different characters. So I'm going to be able to have 10 strong, well, not quite strong fences because they're going to be called something different. But what we're going to do is we're going to remove this one over here. I have to breed this one because I don't have special carrots. I always want to keep one special carrot seed. Alright, so we're going to hit F5 to remove this. Now this fence doesn't, it was a quest reward. I don't remember which quest I did for it. But it's a 1 grid fence. So it's good for like starting out. The only other problem that I'm going to have with these having more farms is that I'm not going to have enough workers in Heidel. Because I think right now I am full up 26 out of 26 in Heidel. And I have a lot of them working on the gardens. So what we're going to have to do while we're looking here is look for lodging, and I may be able to get some of these. Yeah, I'm going to have to get these, which is going to give me one more. I'm going to have to put one in that, and then I'll have to get one more there, and one more there, so it's going to be 3 more. So there's 2 ways to increase your lodgings. It's either going to be that, or I can come over here with loyalties and see if I can't. I don't think you can. I know you can do storage, which I'm going to do a video on that as well. But I don't think you can do lodging through loyalties. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to have to spend some of my points to get those 3 lodging spots. Maybe only 2, but that's fine. I will do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to breed these. And I'm going to remove this fence. Still nothing on that. So it looks like it's going to take a while to do that on those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rework my nodes off camera, and for the time being, we're going to jump over to, let's do this. There is one in there. Okay, we're going to jump over to a secondary character real quick and see if I can accept that quest on there as well. I'm starting to think that I can't. But the language in the patch notes suggested that you could. It's very strange. So we'll look at the quest real quick and see what. So it still has it on here. I wonder if it's universal. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to set this up. I misspelled that. Liana. There we go. Okay, we're going to let my character run. She's pretty far away. She's on the other side of thing, and we're going to get this. I sent 15,000 beer over there because I needed to have beer there and available, because the only, whenever you use storage maids, it sends stuff from when you're in Bear, which is where I level the gathering. It sends stuff to Caltheon, so I can withdraw beer from there. So I spend significant time down there. I need to be able to feed my workers without having to run all the way back to Heidel, where all my stuff is. So I'm going to let this go. We're going to get this character over here, and then I'm going to cut this video off, and in the next video that I post, I will update on whether it works for multiple characters. I'll just do like a part 2, because this one's kind of dragging out here. Nobody wants to sit around and wait for your crops to get either overgrown or attacked by insects. So I'm going to park this guy right here by her, and she doesn't have the quest, but he's not level 20. I'm going to have to grind him up. So what I'll do is I'll get him leveled up, and then we'll go from there. I'll have to level both of those guys, but the rest of these guys I should just be able to do it. But that's a general idea. Go talk to Liana, get that quest, get yourself a free farm, and I'm going to test and see if it'll work on alts. If it does work on alts, then great. But if it doesn't, I don't know why in the patch notes they would. I actually have the patch notes up. Let's see if I can. I don't think it's going to let me. Nope. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will make a part 2, and follow up on this. So let me do some playing, and then I will cut back. Either I'll do a double upload, or else I'll upload it the following day or something. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I will go over everything a little bit more in part 2, and just because I just kind of wanted to show that quest, but it's not cooperating with me, so I'll wait until these things need to be pruned, and I'll finish that out, and then I'll find out what's going on, whether or not you can stack them. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, or in part 2.